Okay, so this lesson is about volume of cylinders and spheres. Hopefully we've already become familiar with surface area of cylinders and spheres. If not, it's all good. So we're going to do volume. We're going to correctly apply the formulas of volume of cylinders and spheres to solve problems. Okay. Now if we look at here in the formula sheet, this is actually really crucial. We do have the volume of, and I've written it wrong there. Let's fix that up. So this is the volume of a sphere, and you can see that by the V there. All right, so this is the volume of a sphere. Now, one of the telltale signs apart from the V there is that it has a cubed there. So really important that we recognize that so we don't get confused as opposed to the surface area of a sphere. Okay, let's go for it. Well, the first two are just, we're going to find the volume of the cylinders. Now, this looks and feels exactly like a right cylinder because what happens, we have a cross section that goes all the way down to the bottom and is exactly the same all the way through. So in actual fact, we're going to use the same formula that we use for right prisms, which is volume equals area times height. Okay. Now, a height is pretty straightforward. It's just this 11, okay? But our area is we need to figure out. And the area that we need to find out is of this cross-section, which actually is a circle, all right? So I'm going to do it inside the shape. So I'm going to go area equals, and I remember that the area of a circle is pi r squared. So we go pi r squared. Now, this 12 is not radius, is actually diameter. I have to halve it to get my radius. So radius is 6. So area is pi times 6 squared. Now I'm going to leave it like that because I don't want to resolve this until I've got the final answer of my volume. So I'm going to go V equals, what's my area? Well, this is it there. So we go pi times 6 squared. And our height, as we found out earlier, is 11. Now I'm just going to pop it in, okay? So pi times 6 squared times 11, and I get 1,244.070691, blah, blah, blah. I want to do it to 2 decimal places because I don't like all those numbers. So I'm going to go volume, and I'm looking here, and that's really easy. 0 is easily less than 5, so it's not going to change this 7 at all. So let's go 1244.07, and our units are meters. So it's going to be meters, and because it is volume, it's going to be cubed. All right, so remember volume, and we've got cubed. There we go. All right, so it's done. Now, with volume, whether it's a closed cylinder or an open cylinder like this glass, it actually doesn't matter because you can fit the same amount. The only thing is that the water might spill out, but we don't care about that at the moment because the glass is sitting nicely on the table. So this is actually really easy. We use our formula for right prisms. It works in exactly the same way with cylinders because they essentially are. And we've got area, and it tells us, the question is really nice, it tells us the area is 12 centimeters. So I'm just going to go volume equals 12 times, what's our height? Our height is 10 centimeters. Oh, this is really easy numbers, 120. And what's our units? Centimeters, so it's going to be centimeters. And because it is volume, it is cubed. All right, so that's a volume of a cylinder. Very much the same as volume of a right prism. Okay, find the volume of the ball. Now, the only thing that we need to recognize is the ball is a sphere. All right. Oh, that's right. I know that this formula down the bottom, I have to remember where it is the formula of a sphere. So I'm going to write that down. V equals 4 over 3 pi r cubed. All right. So all I need to know is what the radius is. Oh, This is the radius. It's 24.2. So I'm going to go V equals 4 over 3 times pi, which is just a number, times, I'm going to use my brackets. It's going to be really crucial, over 2 to the power of 3. And now it's just calculator work. So I'm going to put this in my calculator so I can work out what the answer will be. And that's to the power of 3. Alright, so I get a really big number, 59365, decimal point, 57891, and obviously that number keeps going. I'm going to do it to 2 decimal places because I don't like the big numbers. So I'm looking at that, and in this case the 8 is definitely 5 or higher, so this 7 will go 1 up to an 8. So let's do that. Therefore the volume will equal 59365.58, and our units is centimeters, and we are using volume, so it's going to be cubed. All right, and we can be really happy with ourselves. Really careful with a sphere. Is like, it's given to you in your formula sheet, but you need to know what it is. All right, so we need to find out what it is. Like, we need to remember that that's a volume of a sphere. Anyway, that's it. Peace out.